Hi everyone! Sorry about the lighting, it's a bit of a weird light today. Today I wanted to talk to you about our Florida plans and specifically about the ADR'S or advanced dining reservations that we have booked. So I'll do a brief recap just for anybody that doesn't know about the dining plan. So they are on site at Disney property. You are eligible for Disney dining or Disney dining plans. Now at the moment, so from April through till October, you will be able to book free dining if you are a UK resident. Now up until July, I think it's the end of July, you will be also get Disney dollars for free. And if you do it from July to October, you will get 100 Disney dollars for free. So just a little bonus for you. Now if you stay at a value resort, you will get free breakfast for every night of your trip. If you stay at a moderate resort, you'll get the free quick service dining plan. That is 2 snack credits, 2 quick service credits and a refillable mug. If you stay at a deluxe resort, you will get the Disney dining plan. So the Disney dining plan is 1 table service credit, 1 quick service credit and 2 snack credits. We are staying at a moderate resort. We are staying at Disney Coronado Springs and we have upgraded to the Disney dining plan. So we had the quick service package and we have upgraded to the Disney dining plan. So with that, because we're staying on site 180 days out, we were able to book our advanced dining reservations. Now I did want to film that for you the day that I was doing it, but we had major problems with the internet. I ended up having to do it all on the phone. We did film some footage, but obviously I've got to give my debit card details every single time, so that is obviously a little bit risky. So I'm going to go through with you our plan and what we have. Now for anybody that watched our vlogs before, you will know that we were going for 21 nights. Now we have had to reduce the trip to 14 nights. As you know, my other half had 2 heart attacks and was really unwell for quite a lot at the beginning of this year, which obviously meant that we just didn't have the money to put in. We were paying all the bills and everything with my wages, which means we didn't have the money to put into the Disney fund. So we've spoken to Disney and we've managed to shorten our trip. So now we are going from the 25th of September through to the 9th of October. So we're going to spend the first week prepping for Disney and doing some things with family. So yeah, so we're still very, very excited, but we just had to reduce the trip, but it's still better to be able to go than not to go, and also to go on site. So I'm going to go through with you our plan and what we're doing. Now at the moment we do not have Universal on this plan. If we do manage to buy the Universal tickets, then we will be putting Universal days into this plan. But for the moment, because we just want to pay off Disney before the 31st of July, which is when we need to pay it, because we're going to focus on paying off that, obviously we've made a plan, but I've got starred days when we could turn those into Universal and Islands of Adventure days. We are really, really hoping we can go. Paul's favourite park is Islands of Adventure, and I really love Harry Potter, so I'm really hoping that we can go. We haven't seen Diagon Alley, we only saw Hogsmeade, so we haven't seen the Diagon Alley side, and obviously the new Hagrid ride that is actually going to be open just a couple of months before we go. I would be really excited to go and see that as well. So on to the plan. So as I said, we are flying out on the 25th to Orlando. We think, well, we're not sure which airline we're going to go with. Could be Virgin, could be Norwegian, could be British Airways. So what we're going to do is whichever flight, they are quite close together anyway, but we're not going to book a table service for the night we get there. If we're feeling great and we go on an earlier flight, we might go to Disney Springs and go to Blaze Pizza or Chicken Guy or something like that. If we're feeling really tired and we felt like it's been really long, then we'll just go to the quick service in the resort. So yeah, so that's the first night, nothing booked for that. So day 1, our first full day, is the 26th of September. So we are going to be in Epcot for that day, and I have a booking at Toledo, which is the new restaurant in our resort, for 7:40. Now, if you've heard about the Coronado Springs, it's just finishing a refurb. The whole of the resort has been refurbished, every room, every block, inside, outside, and there's the new Gran Destino Tower, which is a 15-story tower, and it's been done so well. It really blends in with the rest of Coronado Springs. At the top of that resort is the Toledo tapas and steak bar, basically, and you can see the fireworks from all 4 of the parks from that restaurant. So I'm really excited for us to go to that. Also, I'm thinking that we're going to start quite early in Epcot, and that way, you know, if we get tired towards the end of the day, we can go back to the room, freshen up, and then the restaurant that we're going to is actually on site at our resort. The next day is Animal Kingdom. Now, I've also penciled in Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So if we do end up having the funds and we can book that, then that is the night that we will pick. But we're going to go to Animal Kingdom for that day. Now, I know there's quite a lot of really nice quick service restaurants in Animal Kingdom. So I'm planning that maybe we'll go to the Canteen, maybe Flame Tree Barbecue, something like that. Go to one of those, or a couple of those, you know, we've got the credits. So, you might be thinking I'm crazy, but on the 28th, which is the first Saturday, we are going to go to Magic Kingdom. Now, there is a method to my madness. Firstly, there is no Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party on that night, which means we are going to be able to see Happily Ever After. And also, I managed to get a Cinderella's Royal Table lunch for $14.30. So I'm super excited about that. The first time that I was doing our ADR'S at the 180-day mark, we could not get a reservation for Cinderella's Royal Table at all. I was really gutted because, okay, there's mixed reviews about the food, but I'd heard really good things about the theming and about the fact of the setting, and also you get to meet princesses. Now, I'm not big on the whole princess thing and meeting characters, but it's something that I really, you know, I think it's a good idea and it's quite cute to do it. So that is what we are doing on that day. The next day, which is the Sunday, we do have that as a shopping day. So a day where we can go to Disney Springs, we can go to Florida Mall, the outlets, chill at the resort afterwards. It's just a free day that we can do what we want. That is one of the days that if we do manage to get Universal tickets, could be flipped into a Universal day as well. Now, on the 30th, we have Animal Kingdom. So we have a reservation here for Tusker House for $12.50. Now, we have never eaten on site before. When we went in 2013, if you see this top, this is from Disney in 2013, with another family that always go to Disney. So we were sort of doing their holiday with them, as it were, and they used to leave the villa at about 12 o'clock, sometimes 2 o'clock, and they would just do their thing there. So they didn't used to eat there, so they'd eat breakfast, or I suppose it's brunch really, at the villa, and then after that we parked whichever park we were at all day, and we didn't really eat anything or really drink anything while we were out. We would stay until the fireworks, and then we would come home and we would cook and we would eat there. I drink a lot of water myself, so I really struggled. So we did have like water from the fountains and stuff like that, Paul and I, because I do drink a lot of water all day. So yeah, so I couldn't go without drinking. But when we went to Epcot, we did have fish and chips at the Yorkshire Fish Bar, I think it's called. It's the fish and chip shop in the England Pavilion. And we also had fish and chips again at the Three Broomsticks in Universal. So those were the two places, the two times that we did eat actually while we were out during the day. So yeah, so I'm excited to try Tusker House, because a lot of YouTubers that I follow go there and say it's really good. I quite like that it's a buffet as well, so I can pick and choose what I fancy eating on the day. Next day, which is the 1st, is a Hollywood Studios day. Now, we've actually booked the Fantasmic Dining package, and we are at Mama Melrose at 5, and Fantasmic Show is at 8. So if we're feeling like this is week 2 now and we want to have a lie-in, we can, because our reservation isn't until 5. So the next day, which is Wednesday the 2nd of October, is Paul's birthday. So I have booked for us to go to the Yachtsman Steakhouse at 7:30. Now, if we get Universal tickets, we will be at Universal Islands of Adventure because that is his favourite park. If we don't, then we will have a different park day or a shopping day or whatever he wants to do because it's his birthday. On Thursday the 3rd of October, we are at Epcot that day. It's food and wine, so we're going to try a few of the things at the World Showcase, get some snack credits used up, and then we have a California Grill reservation for $21.45. There were a few restaurants that I was absolutely dying to try. California Grill, Ohana, Cinderella's Royal Table and Be Our Guest, and I'm happy to say we managed to get all of them. Again, with California Grill, I didn't get that at the 180-day mark. I had to keep going back and checking, and then eventually I got it. So on the Friday the 4th of October, we are at Animal Kingdom, and we have a Yak and Yeti reservation at 12:45. So I've booked that. That's probably a bit earlier than we would usually eat lunch, but I've been told that when you're booking things, you need to book them before you're going to be absolutely starving, because you can wait 40 minutes to an hour after your reservation booking time. On day 5, we have Hollywood Studios / Magic Kingdom Day. I've managed to get Sci-Fi Drive-In Diner for $110. Now, Paul really loves cars, so I booked this because I thought he will really love the theming. So you can do Hollywood Studios in the morning, then go and do Magic Kingdom in the evening and watch Happily Ever After again then. So that is the plan. Now the next day is Be Our Guest. Now that is a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party day, so we won't be able to stay and watch the fireworks that night, which is why I suggest we watch it the night before. So we have a Be Our Guest breakfast reservation at 9:20, and drumroll please, we have Ohana at 21:10. So we've started off with a good breakfast. We'll have a couple of snacks in the park during the day if we're hungry, and we'll finish off at Magic Kingdom at Ohana watching the new fireworks that they have. Well, it used to be called Hello Wishes, but it's not Wishes anymore, so it's a new one. Next day is the 7th, so that is Magic Kingdom again. So we have Be Our Guest lunch at 1. Now, if you haven't guessed already, Magic Kingdom is my favourite park. You can swap things up. So, for example, the day before, we've got breakfast at 9:20, so that could easily be switched up to a Universal day. So yeah, Be Our Guest is at 1 o'clock. The next day, which is the 8th of October, we have a Hollywood Studios day, and I have dinner at 50's prime time at 5:30. So I booked that one in because I've heard, again, really good things. I also love peanut butter and pecans, and I hear that restaurant has a really good dessert containing both of those things. Now, our last day, or the day that we leave, sadly, I've got penciled in Disney Springs. It's one of the amazing quick service places at Disney Springs. And then sadly we will be going home that day, so we'll be flying home. If we go with British Airways, we're going to go for the later flight. Virgin and Norwegian both only have one flight, so we'll be going on whatever flight that is. So that is my plan. Yeah, really excited about it. If we get chance, we will put in some time at one of the water parks or something, but for this we want to try and get fast passes for the rides that we want to get, so we can change things up once we've got those booked in, obviously. So I'd be really happy to know, are you going to be there the same time as us? What are your favourite rides, favourite restaurants? Let me know in the box below. Thanks for watching. Bye!